Hello, my sewing friends. My name's Diana, and I am the Wandering Sewist, and this is my weekly sewing vlog, #Friday Sews. Welcome back to my sewing room in front of my fabric stash and some of my notions, and my weekly sewing vlog, Friday Sews. I hope that you will take a moment and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and give me a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and it will help me to increase my sewing community. I want to say thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting the #Friday Sews. It's given me this incredible sewing community that I can be a part of, and hopefully it will bear fruit in some increasing friendships as I move on in the sewing community. So this week, what have I been doing in the sewing room this week? Well, one thing I've been doing is I've been doing some preparation for my live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to live stream while I sew together McCall's 8427, which is these barnyard animals. And so I have all of the materials prepared and cut out and all of the interfacing ready to go, so that I can now just assemble the barnyard animals following the instruction booklet on my live stream. So it'll be tomorrow, Saturday. Take a look at my channel. The live stream is already scheduled. You can just click on, I will link it above and put it in the description box below as well. You can just click on the notify me button and you can join me and have a chat while I sew these cute little barnyard animals together. So the live stream will be about an hour. We'll see how much I can get done in about an hour, because here in Prague, that will be 8 o'clock at night for me when I'm going to start it at 8 o'clock in Central Europe. But in the US, if you're in the Pacific time zone, it's 11 a.m. So big time difference. But for me, after about 9 o'clock, my brain goes to sleep, and I cannot focus on sewing anymore. And it would be dangerous for me to continue sewing after 9 o'clock. So my live stream will be from 8 to 9 o'clock Prague time. So other things I've been doing in the sewing room this week, I sewed the new look 67-62 view A, the pants. Now I had a problem because according to my measurements, I chose an extra large, and that was way too big. So I used a viscose jersey, a plain black viscose jersey. I'll step back so you can see them. I'm also wearing my Donnie shirt. So it's just a basic pair of really comfy, stretchy black pants. But when I first put them on, they were way too big in the extra large. And it could have been a combination of the pattern runs big, in addition to the viscose jersey being extremely more stretchy than the what is this called again? The gauge on the thing. What is it called? The pick and knit roll. So yeah, my viscose jersey is very stretchy, and it has 4-way stretch. So what I did is I took the waistband off because I had made a yoga waistband. So I just cut that off because they were way too tall, because I forgot that for the waistband you just folded it down twice and then put an elastic. So I just cut that off. And then I went back to my overlocker and I measured an inch in from the seam, and I just re-overlocked an inch in on all the seams and tried it back on. They were still way too big. So I did that again. So I took 2 inches off of all the seams. That would be the outside seams, the inseams, and the crotch seam. So that's 4 inches off each leg and 4 inches out of the crotch, which is a lot. So I definitely chose the wrong size for sure. So, but it was super easy to change the sizing by just putting it back through the overlocker and just having my blade cut off the extra and overlocking it as it cut. I love that. It is so great. So it was really easy. Even though I had to resize the pants twice, it was really easy to do that. And then I just put I had to make the yoga waistband smaller by the 4 inches. And then I just put it back on. It was no big deal with the overlocker. So, and then I didn't bother to hem the bottom because once I took out all the extra crotch depth and cut off the top part that was extra, the legs turned out to be just the right length. So all I did was just overlock the bottom with black thread, and you can't even tell. So I'm perfectly happy with these as a pair of lounging around pants. I have worn them almost every day. They're so comfortable. They're so breezy and they breathe, and I really, really like them a lot. So if you just need to whip up a super quick pair of pants, this is New Look 6762. I just got this in the mail, and I was inspired to buy this from Stephanie Farrell from Stephanie Farrell Focus, because she's been making these pants. And she's right. They're super easy and they're super comfy. And I followed her tutorial on how to make the yoga waistband on top. And because I too don't like tight things around my middle. And very, very comfortable. I'm sure the other two, there's 2 skirts. There's a long skirt and a short skirt, and then a raglan sleeve fitted t-shirt. I'm sure all of these are equally as simple. And I will be exploring these, especially as we get closer to the warmer months, for sure. So this was one of my new patterns I just got in the mail this week, along with New Look 6305. So this is a knit or woven. So this dress could be made with a knit or a woven. It's like a midi length sleeveless or sleeved dress, and then you could a little jacket or a duster to go with it. So I really like this. It's very simple and classic. And if you look very closely, you can see that it's princess seams. And so I've got some knits that I think I could use to make some really pretty dresses. So I'm going to keep this for next year's colder months. I'm going to definitely be sewing on that. So another New Look pattern I got was New Look 6574. And the line drawings. So I thought that this dress was classically beautiful. It's just a very beautiful classic design. And I loved how there's the gathering right under the bust, and the waistline goes around under the bust. So it's more of an empire type waistline, which is, I'm smaller up there because of my mom tum. I'm higher up, I'm smaller than lower down where my waist actually is. So I'm looking forward to trying out this with some of my wovens, trying this for this summer, making a pretty summer dress. Okay, I got 2 more patterns this week. The next one is New Look 6632, and these are more winter styles, knit dresses, and a knit cowl separate that you can just wear with your dress or not. So for me, that's nice because I go back and forth being too warm and too cold. I'm a woman of a certain age. I get hot sometimes and I want to be able to take something off and cool myself down, but then I get cool again. I want to be able to snuggle up and put something back on. So I was intrigued by this, and it's a simple, easy, you could whip it up in a day kind of a dress. So I'm excited about that. And the last one I got is more of a spring/summer type style. It's McCall's 8456. So you can have these capri pants that the model is wearing, or you can have full length wide leg pants, and then you could have these little tops that have the pretty cowl. You could have it sleeveless or with a sleeve, or you can make shorts. So I am excited about this because I think for summer, making wide leg pants in a really lightweight viscose kind of fabric with a pretty top to go with, I think that would be really very nice for summer. So I'm excited about this. And this one says it's stretch knits only. So it's going to be really easy on top of being very pretty. Now I have been on the lookout, on the search for a cowl necked knit top that I could sew with this right down here. Do you see that off-white? I've shown this to you before. It's a sweater knit, beautiful, creamy, very drapey sweater knit. And I'm thinking that this long sleeve cowl neck top might be the perfect one for that creamy sweater knit. So that's something I would love to be able to get to before it starts getting warm again. No promises, because I'm a mom. I have lots of kids, and it may or may not happen. So that is the sewing patterns that I got this week. I ordered some more sewing patterns because I was inspired by Rachel from Stitched Up. She found the original, what is that? The original wrap dress that Simplicity has put out, the Diane von Furstenberg original wrap dress pattern, the very first one that came out decades ago in the 60s or 70s. They've re-released the pattern with more extended sizes. And it's up now on the, I think it's a Vogue pattern. But it's on the simplicity.com website. So I had to snatch that up because that is something I have been wanting for years. I've been wanting that wrap dress. So I got that. I got that in both size packets because I wanted to have both size packets in case I want to make it for someone else, or I change sizes quite a lot because of, life. So yeah, I bought both size packets along with a couple of other patterns, some that Rachel had shown on her latest pattern haul, and some that I just by scrolling found intriguing. So as soon as those come to me, I will include them in a vlog for you. So other things I plan on doing in the sewing room this week is I plan on continuing my organization of my sewing patterns. I've been putting them into these plastic report folders, and the pattern itself, all the pattern papers and the instruction will go in here, and I'll label the folder, and then the pattern envelope will go into a sheet protector and then into a 3-ring binder so that I can then flip through my patterns at any time. I did get quite a few of them organized, probably 35 to 40 of them organized, but I still have quite a lot. I ran out of materials, so had to make another trip to the big box store to restock. So now that I have those, I can continue organizing my patterns so that I'll be able to really see what I have. I was also looking through my pattern folder on my laptop, and I realized I hadn't printed all of the patterns that I have bought on PDFs. So I am getting those printed as we speak, except for the ones that don't come in A0. I'm not a fan of sticking together patterns. I don't enjoy that. So I may or may not ever print those. I might just go back and buy those in a pre-printed format rather than sticking together the A4 files, because I do not enjoy that. And then super frustrating for me, this is my most frustrating thing, is I cannot press the pattern once they have been stuck together with tape, because the tape is plastic. So if I have to fold up the pattern and put it in a folder after I've traced off the pieces I want, then if I change sizes or I want to retrace the pattern for some reason, I can't lay the pattern out flat and press it with the iron because of the tape. So I would much rather either have a printed envelope with the pattern pieces inside on the tissue paper or an A0 file. So I think from now on, I am resolved. If I can't get the printed pattern or an A0 file, I'm not going to get it. I can't do the A4 ones. It doesn't work for me. So it might work for you. You might enjoy that, or you have a different method other than tape. I found that the glue doesn't stay, and then I have to restick, and I don't enjoy that either. So that's my resolution. I'm not gonna do that anymore. And then other things I'm gonna be doing, especially over the weekend, is I'm going to make another Simplicity, this one. I don't remember the pattern number that is, somebody told me before, but because this is an extended size, it's on the pattern pieces, right? So I'm gonna make this one. I have made it before in a bright pink, and I enjoy wearing that shirt a lot. I made some mistakes, so as a challenge to myself, I want to make it again and do it better. So I have this beautiful double gauze that is so cute, so cute. I love this little animal print of all these different colors, and it's a great color for my coloring. So I'm going to make this shirt, and I think I'm going to do the one with the sleeves with the elastic band, because these loose sleeves, while beautiful and dramatic, they tend to get in the way a little bit. I've gotten them caught on the door handle a couple of times, and that is not good. And then if you look back at my channel, my videos, I did a cashmerette sewing pattern haul where I show you the Upton dress that I got. So I got the complete Upton dress plus the expansion pack. And with all of the different options, you have different bodice options, different sleeve options, and different skirt options, and different neckline options. So with all the different options, if you calculate up all the different dresses that are possible, there's 364 different dresses that are possible. And when you open it up, you get this booklet. And inside this booklet, there are pages. The first few pages, they give you like pictures of some of the options. And then there's worksheets on, after you go through all of what the pieces are, then there's worksheets on how to calculate the yardage that you will need for your particular dress that you want to make. So you choose your bodice option if you're going to do the one with the darts or the one with the princess seams. And if you're going to have a sleeve or no sleeve, because those are two different bodices, because the sleeveless bodice arm size is different than the arm size you need for a sleeved bodice. And then if you're going to do what length of skirt you're going to do, and if you're going to have a pleated skirt or a gored skirt, you can do either or. So I want to make this pattern, and the wonderful thing about this pattern is it's probably the only dress pattern you'll ever need, because there's 364 different options. So I have this beautiful fabric that it's not a cotton or a viscose. It feels polyester-y actually, but it's beautiful. It's a similar colorway to my double gauze I showed you for my shirt just a minute ago actually. This dusty pink, similar, not exactly, but close. So this is this beautiful pinky polka dot, and I think it's polyester, but I don't mind that too much. And the bodice is lined anyway, so I can line it with some white viscose that I have, so the polyester won't be touching my skin, except for the sleeves. And I'm not going to do a sleeve that I need that for too much. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to do the princess seamed square neck bodice with a flutter sleeve and a pleated skirt that is T-length. So I wanted the swooshiest skirt without it being a maxi skirt, because I don't want it to be like, this is not a super formal fabric pattern, so I didn't want it to look super formal. So I'm going to go up one length to the T length, which is like mid-calf. And then I wanted the swooshy factor, so I wanted to do the pleats so I can use more fabric. I have 4.5 meters here, so I can do have more skirt fabric to swooshy. And then I really love the square neckline bodice and the princess seams to make it a little bit more fitted, gives you more fitting options. And there's also princess seams on the back, and I want the back to be the high back. So I will need to find an invisible zipper that is 22 inches long, 22 inches long invisible zipper that will go with this. So I'm gonna have to go out to fabric stores here in Prague next week, after the weekend, and see what I can find for invisible zips. I might take you along with me so you can see some of the fabric shops that I have found here in Prague, and some of the options that I have for shopping. So that may be part of next week's sewing vlog. So that's what I would like to do with this, but I don't want to start cutting until I have the zipper and proper thread. I also need a proper thread for this. I'm afraid that it might take me a long time to find the zipper, and I don't want the fabric sitting around cut, especially if it's cut the diagonal cuts, because I don't want the bias to do its biasy thing. So I want to wait to cut until I know for sure I have everything I need to make the Upton dress. So I am excited about making this pattern. Now I did show you last week the other patterns that I got from Cashmerette, and I'll link it above and in the description box below, so you can take a look at some of the other ones that I got. So that's it for the sewing room. Now we're on to the life portion of Friday Sews. So life this week has been very quiet. It's been a very quiet week. Not a lot's been happening. really, the dog I was dog sitting went home. So I've just been staying home, doing my thing. And my kids are at school. I do the housewifey thing while they're at school and my husband's at work. And I did go yesterday and I got a massage. And I'm working with my massage therapist on some pressure techniques for emotional release therapy, which is supposed to be helpful for people who have gone through trauma. So hopefully that will be helpful in helping me through my process. I hope so. And that's really it. That's it for this week for Friday Sews. So I hope you guys all have a fabulous weekend with lots of time to sew something beautiful. Bye.